Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my finished pages of November this year. So I'm going to start with the ones that aren't Christmassy and then we're going to move into the ones that are. So I did this delicious picture which was free on Christine Karen's website, What a Cutie It Is. So I did it in watercolour and yeah, water's got one of my stars stuck on it. And I'm thrilled with how she turned out. So it was Neocolour 2s and Pablo's, and a little bit, of course, of glitter on her cupcake. Isn't she just a cutie? And it was so lovely to find this free image by Karen. What a fantastic image to give us. So if I hold her up, there's the website. And you can go over and you can get yourself a copy of this too. Come on, refocus. Yeah, I had so much fun with it. So I did Neo's on the Caran d'Ache palette board, which I can't find at the minute. I painted the skin and then just went over with Pablo's just to top it up. So she's got lilac eyes. I don't know why I went with that. And then I did this ombre hair effect. And I noticed loads of people have done it, but obviously great minds think alike, hey? So I'm thrilled to bits with her. She is gorgeous and I do love her. Then we move on to the wonderful world of Charles Santor. Now you know how much I love him. We did a colour along in here and I did a colour and chat where I told you about what was going on with all my leg. So I did this picture with you, some of this picture with you. And I used all sorts. I think I used Pablo's. Polychromos would have definitely been for her skin, and could have been Black Widow's. I can't remember rightly because I wasn't, well, obviously I wasn't thinking too clearly. Let me move her up, make sure that you get all of the image. I'm really pleased with how the pigeon turned out as well. I just looked it up on Google and tried to blend the colours in as best I could. So yeah, I think I missed... No, it wasn't on this one. I'll show you on the other one. Yes, I'm really pleased with how he turned out. It's little things, isn't it, folks? It's the little things. Yeah. So, and then we did, as a colour along together, in this gorgeous book, we did the last page, which was Alice, and we did her together. And I used... I'm pretty certain I used Crayart pencil, Pablo's, Polychromos, or I've written it down, Polychromos, Crayart, Pablo's and pastel pencil, and I think the pastel pencil was just on her, the underlayer of her dress, but this is on my channel if you want to go over and give it a try. It's much easier than the images look. I know they're intimidating, but honestly, you want to try grayscale, Charles Santor is the bomb, as they say. So yeah, I had a blast with that one. And that's in Alice's Adventures of Wonderland. And then, before we got all Christmassy, I did a Rita Berman summer book. And I've been looking at this image forever and thinking, oh, I need to colour it. Oh, I want to colour it rather, but I've seen so many gorgeous images of it. I think it's My Summer Walk. That it's kind of intimidated me a little bit. And I did, let me just centralise it for you, try and get it all in, this double page spread. And it was all Pablo's and a little bit of white Posca. I love how these Pablo's blend. You know, I've said it before, but it is like paints, and the variety of colour that they've got in the set, the 120 set, is awesome. Not so great for skin, but I really love working with them. They work particularly well in these books. And so I'm getting braver with doing backgrounds, and I've filled in all the water and blended that with all sorts of different colours in there, and it just seemed to work. And it's the Pablo's, the way they lay down is giving me the confidence to try backgrounds in pencil and bigger areas in pencil. So I know it's bright and in your face, but I just normally don't do stuff like that, and I love it, particularly in these little books. And so I'm absolutely thrilled with this page. and I just think it's a shame that it has to go and sit on a bookshelf somewhere instead of being out. But yeah, I'm thrilled, and it is just simply Pablo's and White Posca. So I hope you like it too, because it's probably one of my favourite that I've done this month, I think. Absolutely gorgeous, I love it. Okay, so that's my summer walk, Rita Berman. Then we're going to move to, oh, the tragedy, my lovely Luna book. Now, I had a major accident with this, and while I was ill, I don't know what I was thinking, trying to do stuff while I was poorly, because it just doesn't work. I'd mixed some black acrylic paint with water to do a background, and it was a wash, and I had it, I don't know why I did it on this either. I've got this little plate that I keep my tortillions on to hand, and I'd mixed it in that, and I don't know how it happened. I had Luna out, I just finished colouring the page, I reached for this to move this acrylic wash, and it went everywhere, all over the book. Thankfully it was on the nameplate page, but as I grabbed to stop it, yeah, it went over the page that I just coloured. But I have rescued it to a degree, so I'll have to see what you think. So I had to cut out the nameplate page, that's gone unfortunately, and I stuck it to the front cover, so it just turns straight into the first page. So here's what I managed to rescue. This is cut out, and what I did was put it on a piece of paper and then glued that to the Luna cover, and then got a piece of the same sort of coloured washi tape and stuck it in just to cover up that edge. I'm thrilled with how it's actually turned out, because before I did my YouTube videos, this book would have gone in the bin and I'd have ordered another one. And you know, I just think there is so many things that I want to bring you on this channel and do for you on this channel that I can't afford to waste money on keep replacing books. They're not cheap. So yeah, so she was done in Polychromos for her skin, Pablo's, and what are they called? Oh, what are they called? They are called Black Widows, of course, and I'm a good mixture of them all. Then in the background I did, because it was a plain piece of paper that didn't match this colour, I had to completely cover it. So I just did blues, purples and pinks and blended it in and stuck her on. Now, how it was a miracle that I didn't get black acrylic paint on here. How that didn't happen, goodness only knows. Something was looking down on me at that point. I'm just a little disappointed that I've lost the nameplate page, but rather that than lose the whole book, and it's just a nameplate page. So I hope you like it, because I loved how I'd done it, and I know May Bronx was colouring it, and I commented on Instagram that we were colouring the same page together, because I did want to work through it page by page rather than picking and choosing. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased with how I actually rescued it and how she turned out. So yes, just a little bit of patience with cutting her out. I let it all dry, cut her out, stuck it to this paper, stuck this paper to the back of this book, but I'm thrilled with it. So it's definitely not a write-off. I shall be doing more in this beautiful, beautiful book. So that was Luna. Then we did a colour along together yesterday in the gift that Tim Jeffs gave me, and we coloured this magnificent beast, which is a colour along on my channel, and I used pastel pencils and Luminance, Caran d'Ache Luminance pencils, and I'm thrilled with how he turned out. He's beautiful. There is a very like washy pastel background, because I wanted to keep him the main subject and just fade out the back. I hope it's picking it up on camera. And this was from the wonderful Wildcats that Tim Jeff sent me to review on my channel, which I was so excited about. So yeah, it's just, I think it is, yeah, I'm pretty certain. I did use a black, I've been at work for my first day back today, so I've got, my brain is gone, Prismacolor just to do his pupils. The rest was in, any pencil work was in Luminance, because I did want to put him on my wall rather than just have him stuck in a book. And I'm really pleased with how he's turned out. Gorgeous. I love these images in this book. Absolutely beautiful. So I'll see if I can find a frame that fits that border rather than the whole A4. Okay. And then the last one that's not Christmassy, I did in my beloved Linda Ravenscroft Fairy and Fantasy Art painting. And this is book number 1. I managed to get it, people. And I tell you, the reason why I got it, you know what I'm like for Alice in Wonderland. The reason why I got it is this one. Look at that. Oh, excuse me, there's someone knocking at the door. It'll be 2 seconds. Sorry, I do apologise. There was somebody knocking at my door. And it was a very exciting parcel. So, yeah, look at this Alice in Wonderland spread of the Mad Hatter's Tea Party. I can't wait to colour this. Anyway, I'm supposed to be showing you pages that I have done, not pages I want to do. So I did these little guys. They're called I Believe in Pixies. Sorry, out of breath, running up and downstairs. Well, I don't run anywhere, not with my third butt cheek hanging off my leg. Anyway, so in this book, in her books, I like to use the Neo colours, and I always use them as water paint. I never put it on the book. So they're entirely, excuse me, they're entirely done with Neocolor 2 painted, and then just the faces and a little bit of shading in places with pencils, which would have been my Pablos. Yeah, Polly's, Pablos, Neo's and pastels. So the pastel would have been the background. I have fixed it. The Polly's would have been to get the skin tone, and then I would have used the Neos for everything else. So I love this page. Look at those cute faces. Look at his little nose. So this is a gorgeous book, and I'd waited so long to get my hands on it, and I saw it came available, and I snapped it up. There's never very many of these, the first one out, available. Okay, so let's move into Christmas pictures. So I know a lot of people have done this one because Christy and Karen released this, but I did. This is my version of, it's called Small Wonders Grayscale. So, and I love it. I love it. So let me tell you about it. I don't know if I've written on the back. Yes, I've put Neos, Pollys and Pablos. Gosh, I was into the Pablos this month. So the background is entirely painted, again, with Neos. Everything's painted with Neos, and then I've just gone in with some very fine pencil detail. I'm particularly pleased with how the barn owl came out. Isn't he gorgeous? And then the snowflakes all had silver gel pen, and then I've put my new, you know, those budget brand glitters on them. The glitter glues that exploded everywhere. And a bit of silver gel pen on the bottom of her dress, and I love it. Mind you, I love Christine's work, so isn't she beautiful? And this little, I put him as a little guy because I have a grandson, so this little guy in his little reindeer snowsuit, I thought it was so cute. Yeah, so I was really pleased with how that turned out, and it was really quite simple. Once you got the Neo colours on, just a little bit of pencil work brings it to life. And I also put some glitter on the trees. I don't know if you're going to pick that up, but yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. So then we did a Christmas colouring in Ruth Sanderson's Christmas Magic. Oh boy, I love this book. And I know it's in the Creative Haven magazine, Creative Heaven magazine that we've got, but I was saving that for tomorrow when we start our advent calendar together. But we did this image. I couldn't resist it. These 3 little mice carol singing. I don't know if you can pick up on that glitter. There's glitter on the background where it's got some iridescent clear acrylic paint with sparkles in by Folk Art, and it kind of makes it look like Aurora Borealis. It's great. And then these little snowflakes, I painted some painted some paper with silver acrylic paint, and then I used a little stamper, and I used the negative that came out that you would normally throw away, you know, in a hole punch, and I cut them out of that silver painted paper and stuck them on. So this is 3 parts on my channel. Yeah, and I did it. I could not change, once I'd seen this, I couldn't change it. I couldn't get those colours out of my head. So I decided I would just stick with it. Now, a lovely subscriber pointed out to me that I've missed this little bit of coat. And I just haven't had time to go back in and do it, but I will do it, I promise. It will be fixed. So there's that page, yeah. So that's on my channel if you want to pop along and have a look. Loved it, I loved doing that, it was such fun. And then we've got John O'Brien's The Night Before Christmas. Oh my God, this book is divine. So we did this as a colour along too, because I promised I would. So we did this little guy. I've only put that in because I haven't fixed the pastel yet, because I want to put a background in. Until I've done the other pictures in the book, I'm not sure what colour that will be. So we used chalk, Derwent chalk pencils. We used Polychromos, I think, for the rest of it. But it just shows you, you know, you go from an image like that, which is very sort of sketchy grayscale, to this, which, you know, very little effort, you've got a gorgeous picture, and it really makes, you know, this child, it would be a beautifully illustrated child's book when you finished. I love it. So I'll put my piece of paper back in because I haven't fixed it yet. And then I did one of my colouring heroes, and probably the first person that I ever watched, really, I think, apart from Dee Dee, is Zucchini Kitty, and I adore watching her. There's something so fascinating and calming about watching her colour. And she did a very simple pinecone picture out of here, and I thought I'm going to copy her. So I followed along with Karen's tutorial. She used the Albert oh, I can't say it. You know, the Polychromos equivalent watercolour pencils? I can't say it, I'm too tired. And she inked the background. So I followed along with my Polychromos. I did a bit of inking, and I even sprayed it with water. I don't know if you can see the little blotches. And then used a gel pen and a little bit of I was practicing with my glitter and that glue pen I brought. So I'm thrilled. Thank you very much, Karen. I really enjoyed following along. So I'm going to be looking to do some more follow-alongs with more colour-alongs with Karen, particularly in Rita Berman, because she's just so fantastic at them. So that was My Winter Walk by Rita Berman. And then, I don't know if a while ago, well, I did a video showing everything I've ever coloured and when pages go wrong. This book featured in there, and it had a Christmas page. I've not touched this book because I'd fluffed up this page. That was completely fluffed up. So if you want to go and see that video, it's in one of the everything I've ever coloured and when pages go wrong videos, and you'll see in either one of those the page that was in this book. And I was thinking about Christmas pages and thinking, what other books have I got already that have Christmas images in? And I thought, God, Season's got to have some. And opened it at this page that I had magnificently messed up, and I thought, do you know what, I'm going to see if I can rescue it. I rescued Luna, so I'm going to see if I can rescue this one. And it was a mammoth task, people, because the sky was messed up, because I'd gone in with Neos when I didn't know what I was doing and scribbled it on the page. The Christmas trees were, I don't know if I'd done that one or if this Christmas tree was messed up. So I photocopied it and cut that tree out and stuck it in to cover up the other one. Such a simple process, guys, honestly, and it's saved this page. And all I did to fix the background was layers and layers and layers of Neo. Obviously I let it dry in the meantime, or I used my heat gun and just built it up so that horrible streaky messy look had gone. And I've never coloured crystals before, so I did my best. I know they're not fantastic, but I'm thrilled that I actually managed to rescue this page. So this is Neo's, and I think it is Pablo's again, But, so I've glittered up the lights. I don't know if you're going to get that. I've glittered up the snow, which I just put on with my water brush, and I dipped it in the lid of white acrylic paint and dabbed it on, just so it wasn't so in your face, and it was easy to control. And the crystals, the Pablos, do you see what I mean about the Pablos blending? All those different colour families, but they just go so well in together. And I put some glitter on them too. So I am thrilled. I know we talk a lot about, especially in the Would You Rather tag that we did, we talk about would you rather tear out a page of a book or try and rescue it? And I'm trying really hard, like I've just said. I want to bring lots of things to the channel, and I don't want to keep replacing books. This has got nothing else coloured in it because I felt so bad about this page, and now I really like it. You know, it's not the best, but it's a page that is complete and it looks okay. So I'm really happy that I managed to do that. Took some patience, I can tell you. But yeah, it's a really good thing to know. You know, if you mess up on a piece on the page, you know, you can fix it. I just photocopied it, cut it out, stuck it on. And although that paper there is crap compared to this book, you could always find some thinner, decent paper, and it really works. So yeah, so I like that one very much, and I'm very pleased that finally Lucy has rescued a page, 2 pages this month, instead of binning them. And then lastly, it's not Christmas related, but I have to show you, is my Kirby. He has been neglected for a while because I've been trying to get through colouring books that I haven't coloured in. These pieces of paper are all inspiration pictures that I've printed off. So I'm just going to try and find it for you. Oh, here it is. Here, and I did the, what are they, wasps or hornets? And now to a lot of people it might seem a bit bland, you know, but the whole background, I don't know if the light's picking it up, all the background in the apricot and sort of lemony colour is all done with Pablo pencils. And for me to get that smooth blend on them, on any background with this much on it, is a miracle. So I'm loving the Pablos. I can't speak highly enough about them. And of course Kirby's paper makes a big difference. But I love this page. I don't know why. Everyone's like colouring this gorgeous circus page, and it is gorgeous. I can't wait to do it. But I'll have to wait a while because all I see is like the brilliant pages that I've done, and then that influences my colouring. So, and then my whip that I didn't manage to get finished, surprisingly enough, with what I've coloured this month, is the, can I come out a little bit? Yeah. Is the Stegosaurus page that I'm working on. Well, I presume it's a Stegosaurus, and I've pulled the page out. Yeah, that's okay, I can fix it. I'll get some non-yellowing clear tape when I've coloured it all. And I wanted the houses to be part of him, so I'm doing him the same colour as I did him. And I'm thrilled. I'm loving how it's coming out. I think he's really gorgeous. And the trees, I love how the tree's coming out too. So yeah, lovely. Really enjoying it. But obviously it wasn't Christmassy, so I was just, it's one of these pages that you can just, as long as you've got your colours, which I've written them down, you can dip in, dip out again as you need to. So yeah. So that, folks, concludes everything I've coloured this month. There was quite a lot, considering that I've been ill, but then that's all I did focus on. I couldn't do anything else. So tomorrow, folks, where is it? I've covered it up with 100 million colouring pages and books. Here we are. Tomorrow, we start our Christmas Advent. Our countdown to Christmas, we're starting. We are going to do this calendar, and we are going to mix it up with Joanna Basford's. So, if you haven't got the Cutesy Christmas special, you can join along. This is free on Joanna Basford's website. All you have to do is register with her, and you can download your free copy. There's 2 pages, and we're going to do 1st of December to the 24th. So grab yourself a copy if you haven't got the Cutesy Christmas special, and you can still join in. Yeah, it's going to be so much fun. We're going to do a video every single day. Haven't even thought about what colours we're going to use, people. Alright, my lovely people, I will let you go. And until we meet again tomorrow, take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.